Ever wondered what you'd do when you retired? We decided to buy a little caravan and tour around Europe. It's cheap, it's cheerful, yes, even when it's raining. You see wonderful sights, meet great people, and generally have a damn good time. This year we're doing Italy for 6 weeks, although we wandered over to the French Riviera for the last fortnight. We took a small camcorder along, just for the record.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm not quite sure if I got that right, but I think I sound convincing.
If you don't decide that no party deserves an outright majority, I'm not agreeing. Sometimes what I hear David Cameron make is a ludicrous claim. It's sort of Armageddon.
We're on the Norfolk line with all the hairy lorry drivers. Graham says hairy arse, but I think that's a bit rude, so I won't say that. And it's not as comfy as the P&O ones, is it? We're in hard chairs in the restaurant, but still, we're alright. Weather's very gloomy, pretty awful. Forecast for Paris, not so bright. But there, we'll make the most of it, won't we, darling?
We will.
This, by the way, is our Ariba Triton 420 GT caravan, known simply as Frida, and we've arrived in Italy.
48 hours of rain. We travelled from St Gervais, a beautiful little village near Mont Blanc, in torrential rain through northern Italy down to Genoa. Got stuck on the motorway a bit, went backwards and forwards at least 6 times before we found the campsite. Just managed a lull in the weather to get the awning up, and then, you know, halfway through, of course, it started to absolutely pour down, but by this time we were sort of more or less covered, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, we've never seen quite rain like it. It's just absolutely torrential, and our ground sheet here is very environmentally friendly. It's got little holes in it so the grass can breathe. The only trouble is it means the water actually comes up through it as well, so we have to be careful where we're standing out here. But nevertheless, we're not unhappy, because, you know, if push comes to shove and we have 6 weeks of rain, which could happen, we just go to Spain in August, get dry. Yes! Oi, put that down. He likes the videoing camera.
One reason for coming to Genoa is to meet up with a couple of old friends, Maurizio and Lucilla. The children would come to stay with Sue during summers back in the 80s. It's been over 20 years since they last saw each other, so it's a fond reunion.
Also by boat.
They're taking us out sightseeing for the day, and our first port of call is just a half-hour drive along the coast to Portofino.
Yes.
But still now, when in Courmayeur, there are more snow.
With its dramatic tree-lined cliffs, ocean views, normally warm weather, and delicious food, Portofino is the incarnation of La Dolce Vita. Located in the province of Liguria, on a section of the Italian Riviera known as the Levante Riviera, this quaint little fishing town has become the darling of the rich and famous. Since the 1950s, Hollywood stars and European royalty have flocked to Portofino for rest and relaxation.
It's very beautiful. Very pretty.
Se il motore funziona.
No, voglio dire, vista la giornata.
An interesting feature of many houses and buildings in this area are the painted facades, cleverly done to look like carved frescoes, architraves, panelling and cladding. From a distance they look extremely realistic, and it's not until you get really close that you can see the artist's skill.
For pressure,
blood pressure?
Yes.
Yes, just a...
When it's very hopeful, it's possible to see Sardinia.
Oh, great. Come and have a quick peek before the money runs out. Ooh. Have a quick peep over there.
It's not an England flag, it's just the flag of St George, Portofino's patron saint.
You feeling fed?
Yeah.
We're now climbing this steep hill to Castello Brown, a house museum located high above the harbour. The castle site is well suited for harbour defence and appears to have been used since the 15th century. In 1867 the structure was purchased for 7,000 lire by Montague Yeats Brown, the then English consul in Genoa. In 1949 it was sold to an English couple, Colonel and Mrs. John Baber, who restored several ruined sections. Many famous celebrities stayed here with the Babers until 1961, when they sold it to the city of Portofino. Now it tends to get used for wedding receptions and parties.
In a wedding gown?
Yes.
How did you get up here?
Yes.
I have to say it's a long old trek to get up here, but there is another way, although it has to be said it's pretty expensive and not particularly environmentally friendly. As it turns out, they're delivering supplies for a party.
Now, yes, it's a
Champagne
yes.
later.
Because they make a party there.
Yes.
It's time to move on, so we're off to the town of Santa Margherita, about a 10-minute drive by car along the coast.